Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing great. So, I've been doing a lot of work here around the starting location, and got a little bit of automated power set up here. Gone ahead and got some mining, smelting, and crafting taken care of, both in the iron area and the copper area. But we are very much inefficient on how we are handling all of this. So the biggest thing that I can see is the fact that, like here in our power, we have to have 2 storage containers to feed 2 generators because I can't split the conveyors. Here on the iron, on the iron plates, I guess, we are doing good. But over here on the iron rods, we're only using 50% of the output of the smelter because that's all the more that this constructor can handle. And then the same thing over here with the copper. Actually, I think we might... One of these is... whatever. But yeah, we are not efficiently using this stuff. So I want to get the next little bit of stuff taken care of here in the hub, and obviously since I've been doing tons of work, we have plenty of resources. So let's go ahead and get here into the hub terminal, and we're going to get logistics. And so for that we need 150 iron plates, 150 rods, and 300 copper wire. And let's go ahead and launch that.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Oh god, some of the stuff that they added, so if you're not aware, the second half of that was added from the previous version. If you are confused by this complexity, yeah, that is, I don't know. So, before I really get into rearranging some of this stuff so that we're a little bit more efficient, I will say there is a couple other things that I found here while I was messing around, getting all this stuff cleaned up and ready to go. And they are centered around this guy, the chainsaw. So I did not realize it. You can now change the mode on your chainsaw. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, it says switch to single mode. So if I switch to single mode, I can now cut down one tree and not affect anything else around it. And then I can switch again and be in area mode, and it will just cut everything in the area of effect, which is the way that it always used to be in the past. Now, the other thing is the fact that we had a whole bunch of these weird-looking striated formations, whatever they are. They kind of look like a weird mushroom, but the chainsaw can cut these things down. And that just seems kind of odd to me, but... Oh, okay, I have been playing for 2 hours. Alright. But yes, you can see we're highlighting this, and we can actually cut... Well, if I had some power. But we can cut that thing down with the chainsaw. That never used to be a thing. These were stuck. I even tried blowing them up with nobelisks, and they would not blow up. So, okay, that's something new. But yes, we now have our logistics, so that's going to be helpful. Then another thing that I definitely need to get automated here will be the concrete, because I have been using tons of concrete. So I went ahead and made a grand total of 6 portable miners here, so that I can come down here and grab all of the limestone. That was not the right one. So that I can grab all the limestone that is stored in all of them, and this will make exactly 200 concrete. Now, that does not go very far. So I'm definitely going to need to get that automated so that it's constantly making concrete, and then hopefully we will have enough to continue onward. So yes, now that I've got all of this, I'm going to continue building and expanding. And actually, we've got 30 seconds. I think we will go ahead and get the next of these milestones taken care of. So I kind of want to do the field research. Now, the main reason that I want to do the field research is I really want the map, and I also need the MAM for what I want to be doing next. So let's go ahead and select this milestone, and we will go ahead and throw in 300 copper wire, 300 screws, and 100 iron plates. 100 iron plates, thank you. There we go. I was holding shift instead of control, and there we go. Field research.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Okay, so supposed to investigate something regardless of whether it's dangerous. That's great. I just love that thought. Alright, well, I will get a bunch of this stuff kind of cleaned up, make it look a little nicer so that I can actually utilize more of the resources. The other thing here is these guys can put out 60 a minute. Those guys can only take 30. So we can vastly increase the amount of production that we can get out of these things. The problem is we're also going to be vastly increasing the amount of power that we need. So, yeah, I will get to that. Well, that is a lot more constructors, smelters, and conveyors, for that matter, because we are gathering, well, almost everything together, bringing it over here to a semi-central storage area. So, unfortunately, because we do not have enough belt capacity to haul away 120 screws from these 3 constructors here, actually, I had to split that onto 2 conveyors. So if we come down here and take a look at the screws, we actually have 2 conveyors. And we can see the duplicated screws here coming in together. You can see them going there and then merging together, and that is going into 2 separate containers here. So we are getting the full 120 screws, but we really got to get Mark II belts. But yes, it is working great. I did have to go up to 4 biomass burners, so we are burning through our biomass really, really fast. I had to go out again and collect some more. Now I'm going to try to keep the beauty of this area a little bit. As I went out there, I found out that's actually rivers out there, and actually with the MAM opening, that gave us the map. We are able to look here. So yes, this is the river system here that these trees are around. And what I've done, this area over here, I've already gone through and cleared it all out, and I've left a few trees behind. So selective cutting of trees, much like I did here, you know, leave a few behind so that it doesn't look completely barren. You know, we don't want it to turn into that. That would be bad. So yes, unfortunately, we are going to be struggling for power very soon. We have almost a full container of solid biomass at the moment, so that will last a while, but not nearly as long as I would like it to. But since we have all of this stuff going here, we need to get ourselves some more stuff worked in here on the terminal. So let's go ahead and go over to Tier 2. And the next thing that we need to get into is this part assembly. Now, this is going to be extraordinarily important so that we can build the rotors the reinforced iron plates, the modular frames, and most importantly, the smart plating so that we can continue forward. So we are going to go ahead and get this. This should be a fairly easy one. We have all of those automated at the moment. Unfortunately, I do not have enough of some of them on me. So let's go grab some cables and some screws. This is the joy of having this. I'm probably going to need to move the hub over here closer to the storage, but we need the cables. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of cables. And then we need screws. And I suppose, yeah, we'll just take them out of the top one. Don't need more than that. And actually, we will need another set of screws because we will need to make some rotors to make these assemblers. So we will have to make those manually. Just one of those things you have to do. So let's go ahead and dump this in there. And let's go. Part assembly.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It Company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
No, there are definitely no ulterior motives here. None whatsoever. I don't know what on earth you're talking about. Ulterior motives? No, couldn't be. Alright, so I am going to make up a whole bunch of rotors and reinforced iron plates because, like I said, we are going to need a bunch of those to continue onward. Now, unfortunately, we do need to add more power again in order to continue on with assemblers. And the big thing is assemblers are ridiculously expensive as far as power consumption is concerned. So currently, the most expensive thing that we are running is our miners. We have 4 of those. They use 5 megawatts each, and so that is a total of 20 megawatts between the 4 miners that we're running. 2 iron, 1 copper, and 1 limestone out there in the distance. But 2 of these assemblers will run 30 megawatts. So if we don't want to trip out our power system, we're just going to have to add 2 more again. So yes, thankfully I have set this up in such a way that we can just basically expand this out however far we need to this way. Now we will be limited very soon with how much speed we can move the items out here with. Let's see, let's make sure that this is facing the right way. And I do like the fact that we can have these kind of intersecting the power plants. Oh, we are out of plates. Okay. And like I said, this is where it's going to be really handy having all of this automation here. But yeah, having these kind of overhanging the sides and pressing into... I don't want the biomass burner. Pressing into the side of the biomass burner makes it to where it's really nice and easy to walk through here. Gotta love all of that. So I don't know for sure how many more of these we can add before we are going to need to put in some more or better conveyors. But yes, we should be able now to supply a fair amount more power. We were exactly at the 120 capacity of our 120 system. We now have 180, so let's go. We've got enough to run 4 assemblers. Yeah, a whole whopping 4 assemblers. So let's go ahead and expand this out here, and I will get... Yeah, I think I will make 3 assemblers for now, and then we should be able to continue on. Ah, spaghetti from hell. You know what? We're gonna fix this just a touch. But man, you can make such spaghetti out of all of this. So yes, we now have automation of rotors, reinforced iron plates, and smart plating. All of those are being brought here into this single storage container. Main reason I'm going into a single storage container on this is because we are not going to be getting a large number of these. I believe the rotors make 4 per minute. The reinforced plates make 5 per minute. And then the smart plating makes 2 per minute. Now, the reason that I do have these splitters up here that are sending some of the supplies over to the storage container, number one is that we need them for various things that we are going to be doing, but also this last constructor can't handle using the full output of these two machines anyway. So by having the splitter in there, at first it is, well, for the rotors, it will always be a one for one usage in this last assembler, but we will end up building some supply. In the case of the reinforced plates, we will eventually overload the assembler with reinforced plates, at which point any overflow will be kicked into the container as well. So this should work out really good. Hopefully before that becomes a major issue, we should have a much more comprehensive system set up here. I am hoping. But yes, so we now have automation of just about everything that we can automate at the moment. Now, we could also put in one of these to automate the frames, the reinforced iron frames, I believe. I don't remember what they're called. Modular frames, that's what they are, modular frames. You don't use them very frequently in the early game, and so you don't have to worry about it. But yes, the modular frames, we could also automate them, but we don't have the screws at the moment. And in fact, we will actually be using screws too fast in this rotor plant assembler because it actually needs 100 per minute, and unfortunately we can only feed it 60. So we really need to get our conveyor Mark II. So let's go ahead and look at what we need for that. So if we look at Logistics Mark II, we need 50 reinforced iron plates. Now the rest of this is easy, so what I may do is just manually craft some of those so that we can get it going, because yeah, we definitely need those. And so yes, let me get to that. I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, well, we should have enough stuff now to go ahead and take care of Logistics Mark II. So, reinforced iron plates, concrete, rods, plates, there we go.
Milestone reached. Fix-It would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fix-It.
It will put me on the list? We have a list now? Oh no. That does not sound good. Alright, so now, the really nice thing is, we will be able to consolidate this down to a single line, as it should be. So let me get that taken care of, and yeah, I will be back. Well, it didn't take me very long to realize that I actually did not have enough screw production to deal with what I was needing there. So I added 2 additional constructors here that are making screws. Now that did mean I had to really split up my rod production here, and we are only storing 10 rods per minute now. So we may want to get more rod production here eventually. But I mean, that's all going to be down the road. But that also means we used up every bit of the additional, well, almost every bit of the additional generators that we've got. Because I think we've got a whole whopping 7 left let's just take a look here. So yeah, we have a whole whopping 7 left in our capacity. Not exactly much. But so we are producing way more than enough screws now. We are now producing 200 screws a minute. We are only using 160 a minute. But you can see how fast they're flowing into these two machines. So we are using them fast. Now I do have another little section of foundation here. And this is going to be a big one. So this is where we need to go next. So let's go ahead and pull up our build menu and the space elevator. Now, actually, this requires a 6x6. I thought it was a 5x5. But no, it is actually a 6x6. So let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So now, if we pull up our space elevator, we should be able to place this down in here. And suppose right about there looks right. So, whoop, that is not what I meant to do. So right there, and then we'll rotate it around so that it's facing this way. And let's go. Did I get that in the wrong spot? I did. No. Cancel. Cancel. No. Cancel. Dang it. And there it goes. Do you fade back out then? I don't think it does. Nope. Let's try this again. There we go. So, let's go ahead and get it up here, and how do I... There we go. Gotta remember how to do all of this stuff. So we want to watch the cable dropping down, because I mean that is one of the things that you do. My God, that's incredible. Amazing animation. I don't care. But so yes, this we will need in order to be able to send up our smart plating.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril, and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
As I said, no ulterior motives whatsoever. So before we send our 50 smart plating up through there, I do want to get this thing going on the next milestone here, which is going to be the resource sink bonus program. So we should... Oh, we do not have enough concrete now. I had so much concrete, and I forgot about the fact that, yeah, the space elevator takes some, the foundation for the space elevator takes some. I don't know that we're going to have enough now, because I think I pulled it all out of here, and it hasn't been that long. Oh, so close. We need 3 more. 1, 2, 1 more. 1 more. There we go. Well, it will be really nice to be able to double up the speed of that miner so that we can get more concrete there, because, I mean, we've got 2 constructors there and they are not staying fully operational. So yeah, we definitely need to increase that. But let's go ahead and get this going. So we need our 400 concrete, 500 wire, 200 rods and 200 plates.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go Awesome.
Alright, so we've got our Awesome Shop here now. And yeah, we have our 30 Fix-It coupons that we got from the Advent calendar. And so we can actually get some things from this. If we take a look at this, you know, like we can get the factory cart so that we can move around the factory faster. The boom box, which I think is kind of cool, but not exactly a good use of our coupons. None of this stuff is good. We'll start to see some good things here with like the wall mounts, ceiling mounts, and conveyor lift floor holes. And, you know, the wall mount and ceiling mount are very much important. The floor lift holes actually are something that we can do without, but then like wall power outlets, and so, you know, there's a bunch of stuff there. The organization, so we can start getting signs once we finally get to some of the quartz crystal stuff, and lighting as well. The customizer, and this is probably one place that I am going to spend some points. So we're going to go ahead and get the concrete foundations, the asphalt foundations. And then we do have some markings here, but I'm not going to get any of those at the moment. We're also going to get the concrete walls, and we don't have any need for the roofs at the moment. The foundations, we're just going to wait on those because I don't know which ones I want. I don't know for sure how I'm going to be building all of this stuff. On the walls, the only thing that I'm going to worry about at the moment is the doors. So that's the only thing that I'm going to worry about there. Architectural, we definitely need to get our ladder. We need to get the modern catwalks, the, let's see here, the modern railing, the road barrier, and let's see where we are at 22. Let's go ahead and buy all of those. So we do not yet have the structural steel beam. That is kind of an important one to me. So I think we're just going to go with the concrete pillar set at the moment. And so I think that's going to be everything that we're going to get at the moment. Now that is going to open up tons more stuff for us here in our build menu. So if we look at our foundations right now, we're filtered to the Fix It foundations. If we change that to be no filter, now we can see we have our basic concrete foundations and our basic asphalt foundations. And if we change our ramps to no filter as well, we can see all of those in there as well. Same thing with the walls. We'll go ahead and change to no filter here, and we'll get our concrete walls. And then we also get our door walls, and we will change those to have no filter as well. Now, why that is not a default, that it's on no filter from the get-go, I couldn't tell you, but we do have to change that. Now on the architectural, we will also have now some of these pillar bases and pillars themselves. The road barrier, railing, and ladder. The ladder is really important, and then all of our catwalk pieces. So those will be very useful in making easily accessible factories and more aesthetically pleasing factories, even though we are definitely lacking on things like windows and steel pillars, you know, decent wall materials, because all that we have right now is concrete. But you know, we can definitely do better than we were previously. So, yeah, and this guy's already back. Can't believe that. But now what we're going to do is go ahead and come over here to the space elevator and get that sent off as well. So, let's go ahead and drop in our 50 plates. We will go ahead and seal, and we will get a little conversation from Ada with the sealing of this.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better fix-it future.
You can do it! Alright, well, we know what's coming next, so let's go ahead and send this off. Oh no, conveyor's in the way, conveyor's in the way. Now, this is really cool. First time I saw this was so amazing. You know, we've got clouds obscuring the station up above. Well, that's no problem for Fix-It. As we just blow the clouds away. That way we can see the construction of the new space station, which will be looming overhead from this point on. Oh, that thing is so cool. You know, we never used to have that. And it is so amazing. And it actually gives a feel that what you're building and sending off-world is actually doing something. So, yes, pretty cool in my opinion. There we go. So, our new space station, and there's the space elevator platform coming back down. And if we look really close, there are little things that, whoa, too close, little things going in and out the arms of here. Yeah, they're there. Little trams going back and forth on the arms. I think that's pretty cool too. So yeah, pretty awesome stuff.
Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of project assembly.
It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens or puppies. Well, duh! Alright, so let's take a look at what that unlocked. And one of these is going to be very important, and it's probably what we're going to focus on for all of the next episode. So at the beginning of Tier 3, we have coal power. So coal power is exceptionally important. We need to get this so that we can start getting automated power. Now that is going to mean that we need to start making copper sheets, which is something that we currently do not make. So that means that we are going to have to increase power production even further to utilize the second copper node that is over here in making copper sheets. But yes, we do have a little bit of stuff there that we need to get taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and just mark this. But we need, a bit more of our reinforced plates and a bit more rotors. We have plenty of cable. But the other things that we can look at here is things like vehicle transport. And this is going to be rather important for us to get around because, we're not going to be stuck in this spot forever. But also, we will need to be able to transport items to and from certain locations. We don't want to have to build a new factory every time we find a new resource. So, yeah, very, very obvious there. And then, of course, the basic steel production. Now, once we have reached the basic steel production, we're going to steer away from this regular milestone advancement setup because, like I was saying, I do want to get some of this Fixmas stuff taken care of before it goes away. Now, I am saving all of the gifts that I've been picking up, And yeah, we are really going up in numbers on those. So hopefully we will have enough to get us started. But yeah, I suppose I'm going to gather up the resources for the coal power, and we'll probably be unlocking that at the beginning of the next episode, because I'm calling it quits on this one. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on here in Satisfactory, or anything that you want to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. And bye!